think what is messing us up as a country, it's not tribalism. Yes, I know you want to believe it is tribalism, but it's not tribalism. Let me tell you guys a story quick. You see, around 2021, I think 2022, I was house hunting. I was looking for a place, a place that could help me expand in terms of business, and also I could live in. Now tech things these days can make you want to use your living space as well to expand your business. So I was looking for something. I was looking for something big. So I searched everywhere, especially Lagos. I searched everywhere in Lagos for something that was also going to be very affordable for me. And then settled in a very nice location. Met the agent. We checked out the place. It was nice. I was ensuring that my neighbor was not turning on his generator and making noise and disturbing me and things like that. So at the end of the day, I found the location. I loved it. In fact, the kind of relationship I had with the rapport I had with the housing agent was amazing. Okay, let's call the landlord or the landlady who is, I think, abroad. Let's call the landlady. So the agent decided to call the landlady, the house agent, to do final verification and stuff. And boom, they said, "Oh my God, we are so sorry. You can't take the apartment." I'm like, "Why can't I take the apartment?" They said, they asked me a very important question. They said, "Sorry, we like you, you're a nice guy, you're easygoing, I like your vibe. But the landlady said I should ask you, are you Igbo?" I said, "Okay. Why does that matter? Why does my tribe matter?" She said, "No." The agent said, the lady said, "No, that the last guy that was staying in the house was Igbo and showed her a lot of pepper and stuff like that, refused to pay." I was like, eh? That was how I didn't get an apartment. For the very first time, it's something they call sheltering. For the very first time as a Nigerian, I experienced tribalism. It was surprising because my own elder brother married a Yoruba woman. So it was just funny, very funny. And the interesting part is that this landlady that owned the apartment that didn't want me to rent was living abroad. You see, I'm going somewhere, guys. You see, tribalism is not for the power brokers, the people looking for power. I mean, you see all these rich men, Tony Lumelu, you see Mike Adinuga, you see Dangote, who is Hausa, or is it Fulani? You see, what's the other guy's name? Otedola. All these guys are of different ethnicity. Tribalism is not their business. The billionaires. Identity politics, billionaires will make money with anybody. But you see the real people who have problem with identity are the commoners, the people who don't have as much money. And those ones, if you're not very enlightened, if you're not very aware, if you are not understanding the power dynamics in society, you'll fall for the tribalism trick because your mind will just be fickle. But for the guys who are at the top, to be honest, they don't care about identity politics. They will dine and feast with anybody who can offer them power. So guys, the real problem what you do Nigeria that is affecting Nigeria right now, guys, it's not tribalism. What is affecting us is selfishness, it is greed, it is power hunger. And the real people who are at the top, the real people who are brokering power, who are taking power by the horn, those guys don't care whether you're Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba. They are all selfish, they're all going for one agenda. But you see the rest of us who go to vote, they use our fickle mind. They know that we're very fragile. They know that we care so much about identity. You see, they use us as tools to get that power. But you see, when you see them in their private dinners, in their private banquets, in their private feasts, they don't care about your tribe. The rich guys, I'm not talking about ordinary rich guys. I'm talking about the properly wealthy people, the powerful don't care about identity. Their real goal, they are only loyal to power. They're loyal to anything that can secure power in their hand. But you see the regular guy who's on the streets, who has a fickle mind, who is not enlightened enough. It's easy to say, well, the Hausa man is going to take over, the Yoruba man is going to take over, the Igbo man is going to take over, and you start shaking. Look around you, basically. senators, governors, billionaires, businessmen, every one of them do not care about whether you have, whether your tribe is, whatever your tribe is basically. So if you look back at this country now, for example, you will see that what we are facing is just a case of a few people coming together to run the city dry. But in your own head, you are carrying the tribe in your head. No, let's go. Okay, let's not use Nigeria as this. Let's not use Nigeria as a case study. Let's go outside Nigeria. In America, the Western world, there is even racial issue. But the race is not really the problem. They want you to feel like it's still selfishness. Guys, selfishness is still the major issue here. Do you guys get me? You know, when people are power hungry, they will do anything. They will perpetrate a whole lot of identity politics. And you know, identity politics is like a very big thing now. Identity politics is a very big thing these days. We have people who believe strongly that if they can mess with our heads, I mean, look at Nigeria now, look at our country. We cannot come together. They know that, you see, the reason why they're using the tribal stuff as a game, using it as a tool, is because they know that if we come together, we are going to be one of the most powerful democracies or societies in the world. But we can't, they can't afford that actually. Do you guys get it? So if we try our best to think beyond tribalism, all of us will have the skills in our eyes full of. And for once, we will see that the real enemy is not your other tribesman. The enemy is the person that is representing you. It will shock you that whether you're Igbo, whether you're Yoruba, whether you're Hausa, whatever your ethnicity is, the person that is doing you is even in your tribe, is in your community. Is the one who you've elected to go and represent you in the House of Reps, in the House of Senate, in the House of, in the executive, in civil service. Now we do ourselves. And the issue is tribalism. Selfishness is more of the issue here. It is not tribalism, guys. Let me give you guys a quick instance now. Look at the people who are running the economy. You may want to pick out only the president, but that's a lie. The president is just the head. The other people who are running things, go back to your states, the governors, the senators, these people who are, helping you, who are supposed to be representing you. If you look very closely, you will then understand that they don't mean well for you. But you have already been made to believe that the reason why you are not moving forward is that your other tribesman. That is a big lie, guys. You see, the human instinct, especially the modern human, is more loyal to power, anything that makes him feel more powerful. And you see this country, and you see, look at how expensive things are. Everybody's suffering it. See, poverty does not know any tribe. Poverty does not know race. Poverty does not know identity. It covers anybody who wants to cover. Only the powerful stay powerful. And what is really happening right now that we're all facing in Nigeria is just basically selfishness. We have not been able to forge or form leadership that is exemplary. I will not blame, you see, people like to blame Nigerians, I don't want to use the word hate, but self-dislike actually makes us blame ourselves too much. See, in other economies, it's not like their citizens are perfect. All you need for an economy to be perfect is to have good leaders. Trust me. The people will follow, the people will imitate them, the people will copy them. That is just what we need to have. We don't need to have perfect citizens. We keep saying, oh, Nigerians are the ones doing this. Nigerians don't like the country. Nigerians are talking down. No. If we can have a good leader, and the truth is the leader does not have to be like us. He has to be better than us. It is democracy that deceives you guys to believe that, or Western democracy, that makes you believe that you need to elect your exact person. No. That's why we also have to increase the standard, the conditions for our candidates. Let your candidates be educated. Let your candidate be healthier. Let your candidate be sound. Let your candidate be more experienced. Let your candidate be disciplined. Are you guys getting the point? You see, What we need is leaders who are better than us. We don't need leaders. See, the truth is, when I mean better, I'm not saying better in terms of wealth. I'm saying better in terms of experience, better in terms of skills, better in terms of ethics. Those are the kind of leaders we need, guys. So if we just get like, let's say all governors are better than us, all senators are better than us, all House of Reps members are better than us, Nigeria will be a great place. But you see, they are not better than us. They are all selfish like everybody there. See, it is okay for the people to be selfish. Look at, if you are a Christian, or even if you are Muslim, I'm sure you'll be familiar with how Moses took out the Israelites. Moses was the only selfless person. Every other person following him were all selfish guys. So as all we need is just a selfless leader. The people will follow. See, if today they say, hey, we will not entertain any corrupt practices in the country, all leaders agree, the people will follow. The reason why people are dancing to and fro when it comes to leadership is because we know or we think that the leaders are not strong or firm enough to effect or to execute power or to execute discipline or to execute policies. We know. See, chaos, order will collapse when society knows that there is no consequence, that there's no punishment. Are you guys getting the point? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back now. And I'm going to say that the issue we are facing in this country, you are made to believe that it is tribalism, that people don't want to come together, and lie. It's selfishness. Because guess what? Even if every part of this nation divides and everybody goes their separate ways, there are high chances, although it's just going to be more easy to govern, but there are high chances that the people you are seeing here right now that moved and created their own states will still have the same issue. Just remove selfishness. Just allow people. Let's have better leaders. We'll be fine. Thank you, guys.